Everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make some really great Christmas cookies, and they are actually extremely healthy for you. They're high in iron and B vitamins and fiber and protein. They're just amazing. They're also gluten-free, flour-free, egg-free, and sugar-free, if you could believe that. So let's get started. I call these my victory cookies. Okay, let's get started. We're going to need a lightly greased baking sheet, some cooling racks or plates, a large bowl. We need raisins, cornflakes, sliced almonds, shredded coconut, and sweetened condensed milk. And I also added, I'm going to put some cherries on top just to decorate it for the holidays. So let's put 3/4 of a cup of raisins. Start out with that. Next we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of sliced almonds. So we've got raisins here, which is a really nice fruit, and it's high in fiber. We've also got a lot of almonds here that are really high in protein, and they are really great. And next we're going to add 3/4 cup of shredded coconut. Added 3/4 cups of sweetened shredded coconut, and just mixed it around with my hand. And coconut is actually full of fiber, and also the nuts are full of fiber. The raisins are very fibrous. There's protein in here, potassium. These are very healthy cookies. I don't add any sugar, flour, or eggs, but there is a certain amount of sugar that is actually in some of the ingredients, such as the sweetened condensed milk. And I'm using the candied cherries to decorate the top. I'm just going to put 1/2 cherry per cookie, and the coconut has a little bit of sugar in it as well. The ingredient is cornflakes, and we're just going to lump them up over here in a bowl. Not into a fine powder or anything like that, but just to crush them up a little bit and make them smaller. Then we're going to measure out 2 cups of the crushed cornflakes, and we're going to add them into our mixture over here of raisins, almonds, and coconut. And in case you didn't know it, cornflakes are packed with iron. They are there's 45% iron in here, and vitamin D. And lots of B vitamins. So this is a really great cereal to mix in with your cookies. These cookies are going to be so healthy, and they're going to be so satisfying to you and your family. You're just going to love them. Okay, I think those are crushed enough. Now we're going to measure them out. We need 2 cups. And so we're just going to toss it around in the bowl and mix it up. And actually, if you are someone that's looking to add a lot of iron into your diet and a lot of fiber, this is the perfect recipe for you. You can eat these all year round. They're not just for Christmas time. And if you wanted to even put more iron into the mix, you could put a teaspoon of black molasses or regular molasses in with the recipe. Changes the taste just a little bit, but not in a bad way. It's really good. And the cookies are have a little bit of a tan color to them, but that's about the only difference, and you're adding extra iron. Okay, that's pretty well mixed, and now we're going to add the condensed milk. Last, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of condensed milk, which is very thick and sticky. I'm going to have to use a spoon to scrape it out. So while I'm mixing this up, I have my oven preheating at 325. And we're going to be putting these cookies on a lightly greased cookie sheet, or in place of greasing the cookie sheet, you could put some non-stick tin foil. Okay, so these do not stick together very well, so you can't roll them in balls. So what you do is you take a 1/4 cup little scoop or something similar, and you pack it down in there. And when you turn it upside down, it comes out on your cookie sheet like this. And after it's baked, it'll stick together much better. So we're going to fill the whole cookie sheet with 1/4 cups each of scoops of little cookie dough. This recipe makes exactly 1 dozen cookies, and they're all a 1/4 cup each. So they're a good size, and they make a really terrific kids snack. You can stick them in their lunches. They're great for college kids on the go and on the run. Stick a couple, in your backpack or whatever if you don't have time to eat breakfast or you need a snack in between classes. These are just really great all the way around. So I've put them on a lightly greased cookie sheet, or you can use tin foil instead of grease. And we are about to put them in the oven at 325.
So we're just going to bake these for about 15 minutes. They're just going to get really lightly golden brown. And then we're going to take them out and let them cool on the baking sheet for about 5 minutes.
So while the cookies are baking, I've gone ahead and I've cut 6 cherries in half so that I can put 1 cherry on each cookie just to decorate it. I think it's a nice holiday touch. And also I'm going to show you how to melt down some chocolate chips, put them in a bag, and squirt them on top of the cookies to decorate as well if you're not afraid of sugar and you just want to make something extra special for the holidays. Okay, so I actually baked these for about 14.5 minutes, and you can see they're just lightly brown around the edges and the tips. And I've taken about 2/3 of a cup of white chocolate chips and put them into a Ziploc bag. And I'm going to put boiling water in here that I'm heating up in a teapot right now. And I'm going to melt the chocolate chips and snip off the tip, and we're going to decorate these for Christmas. They're delicious just as they are, though, so you don't have to do that. You can leave them completely sugar-free and decoration-free. But since it's Christmas, we're going to make them extra fancy and beautiful. So after they have cooled off for about 5 minutes on the baking sheet, then you want to take them off and put them on a cooling rack. And while they're cooling, we're going to make the melted white chocolate and decorate them. Also, they do tend to stick, so if you happen to have a silicone liner for your baking pan or the non-stick tin foil, that's the best option. I just put half a bag of these Toll House white chocolate chips in the freezer bag in some hot boiling water that I heated up with a teapot. This is a 12-ounce bag, and I put in about 2/3 of a cup in there. It might be even closer to a cup. So we're just going to let that heat up and melt up for about 5 minutes, and we'll be ready to decorate. I'm going to snip off the top of this bag, and it's all melted. We're just going to do a little decoration here. A little flower on the top. Put a little in the center up here. I'll just take a cherry and stick it on. And voila, victory! So we're going to do the rest like that, and then we will be done. So there we have it. Beautiful Christmas cookies that are totally healthy with or without the sugar on top. And they go perfectly with a glass of sparkling cider. Hope you enjoy! Merry Christmas!